And some of them did that. Then had another group that they just had them caged there, no shock at all. They put them all in groups. And they exposed them to electric shock again. The ones who had no means of escape, who had exposed themselves to that shock again and again and again, even though they had a wall in front of them that they were physically capable of jumping over and getting out, they laid down in despair. They didn't even attempt to get out with the electric shocks hitting them again and again and again. They just laid there. Because even though they had a way out, they couldn't see themselves making it out. They didn't believe that they had the capacity to affect their circumstances. There are a lot of people that we see in miserable situations that's killing them. They're miserable. They're going out of their mind. It's driving them crazy. And we ask, why don't they just leave? I don't know why she's still there. What else has to happen to him for him to stop? He must be crazy. Learn how to become helpless, how to become powerless. Now the other ones who were shocked and they had an opening, a large majority of them jumped out, but another group of them just stayed. Even though they had the option to go, they wouldn't take it. Because some of them were very negative and cynical, and they probably said to themselves, hey, probably won't work out. See, there's some people, when you say it's possible, we'll keep you in the game, that it's possible are only just words to them. Has no power and meaning to them. That the mental conditioning is so deeply entrenched, it's not enough to bring them out into the arena of life. So how do we handle that? What do we do? Let's look at those that did get out. Those that in spite of the weather, in spite of the conditions, what happened to those people who have been knocked down or shocked or disappointed or experienced some failures? What enabled them to keep on keeping on? Here's what Dr. Seelman discovered, that when they provided coaching and training for these dogs and took them through something that they call cognitive therapy, the act of or process of knowing, including both awareness and judgment, that the people who make it, the people who are living their dreams, the people that are bringing about change, these people have a sense of who they are. And they make a decision, I can handle this. They make a decision that my circumstances are not going to determine me. Now, the people that don't make it out, these people align themselves with the negative part of themselves. They identify and romance with failure and disappointment. They entertain it. They don't believe, they have faith, bad faith, that they won't make it. These people identify with their weaknesses and their shortcomings. So they give up. All they can see is why they can't make it. And they'll build a strong case, and they're always defending their shortcomings. But through some enlightenment, through some coaching, learned optimism can become a reality for all of us. Where we have unending hope, that we begin to align ourselves with the highest that's within us. That we begin to know each day that we are the raw material out of which we create our life, we create our circumstances. So what I want you to do, where you want to go, what you want to do, that all of us, if you're talking about going up higher, raising the stakes, we used to jump in the backyard. And with my brother and sister, we get a stick and we hold it in one, we run and jump over. Then we raise it up a little bit more. Somebody else will run and jump over. Well, the higher the stick was raised, the further back you had to run. And the more you had to put into it in order to propel yourself over it. Well, when you are looking at your life and you're looking at going from here up here, you're going to encounter some resistance. So part of what is necessary for you to begin to develop the consciousness that will enable you to tap into the power of creation in you as you concentrate, knowing that you've got this power, this stuff, this specialness in you to overcome anything that you're involved in, anything that you have experienced, anything that you have gone through. That what's important is, in putting it to the test, that every chance you get, you remind yourself that you've got what is required in order to move your life forward. And every day, keep telling yourself and feeling inside yourself being strong enough and more than able and capable of coming back, of making this happen. That there's a part of you now that you've got to call into being. It's there, it's dormant. And because you haven't used it, it's not developed yet. This creative power that you have.